welcome to Pilates with Jen, and thanks for joining me for today's class. Today's class is going to be a full body workout using the Pilates ball. We're also going to need the Pilates box later on in the flow. This is an intermediate workout. We're going to be starting on 3 heavy springs. Your headrest can be up or any way you like it adjusted. Once you're ready, we can go ahead and lie down on the reformer. We're going to find our heels on that bar, sits bones distance apart, shoulders a little bit away from the shoulder blocks. You're going to take that ball, you're going to go ahead, place that ball in between your inner thighs. Allow yourself to settle down in the carriage. Your arms are going to reach long. Your toes are going to be flexed towards the clouds. You're going to take an inhale here. On that exhale, you're going to extend yourself out, squeezing into that ball and bringing yourself back in. So just beginning with a little bit of footwork here, warming up our body, getting it ready to work. Also taking notice how parts of your body may feel today. Each day is different, and embrace the journey. So beginning to warm up, finding that neutral spine engaged, that little space between your lower back. Your collarbones are open and your chest, your back is pressing down onto that carriage mat. We'll go for 4, 3, really squeezing that ball, activating those inner thighs for 2. Last one, we'll come in halfway here. We'll give ourselves little pulses up and down, warming up that lower body. Inch up and inch down. Use that breath. Keep those abs and ribs connected for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend this one all the way out. Let's bring yourself home. We're going to slide down to the balls of the feet, coming into that half high toe position. Lift those heels, take an inhale, extend yourself out. Now I want you to drop both heels underneath the foot bar, lift the heels, bend the knees, and come in. So pushing the carriage out, giving yourself a tendon stretch in between, bending the knees and coming in. So activating that back line of your body, igniting your inner thighs with the ball, keeping the abs and ribs connected. We have 4, 2 more here. For 1 more. Next time your heels are up, hold them there. I want you to come in halfway. Squeeze that ball ever so slightly. Now I just want you to drop the heels and lift the heels. Lower and lift. Trying to get that articulation through those heels. We have 5, 4, 3. Last one, hold those heels up high. Give me 1 more press out, and let's bring that carriage in. We're gonna take our heels to Pilates V. Ball is coming out from in between the thighs. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take that ball, we're gonna stick it in between our heels. Ball of the feet is coming back onto the bar. Shoulders are open wide, abs are pulled in. Push those heels into that ball, resist it in. So really firing through those inner thighs now, pressing those heels into that ball. As you extend yourself out, resist yourself in. Really firing up those ankles, firing up through those inner thighs, engaging that pelvic floor. Really concentrating on that squeeze as you extend yourself out. for 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're going to squeeze that ball, come in halfway, just keeping that squeeze on the ball. We're going to move the carriage up and down ever so slightly. The smaller they are, the mightier they are. The legs are really starting to talk. The shakes may happen. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, squeeze the ball, push yourself all the way out, and go ahead, bring yourself home. Take that ball out from between your ankles. Go ahead, wrap your arms around your shoulder blocks and drop your knees from side to side for a supine spine twist. Once you're satisfied there, we're slowly going to roll ourselves up. And we are going to be coming to a spring change. So headrest needs to be knocked down. Make sure that you have your straps connected to your pegs. And we are going to be coming to 1 red, 1 blue spring. The other 2 heavy springs are coming off. I am on 1 heavy and 1 medium. Ball is coming with me first. I'm going to lie myself down. Headrest is flat. I'm going to reach behind me and grab my straps. Now, once I have my straps, feet are on the foot bar, I'm going to lift my bottom up, and that ball is coming right underneath my tailbone. Now, it may take you a minute to find out where you need to be. Arms are coming up to the clouds. Of course, you have the choice between the long loops and the short loops. We're going to start with bringing our legs to tabletop. Make any adjustments you may need. Head stays down. When you're ready, take a big deep inhale. Arms come straight down towards the sides and resist them up. Now, as we go through this arm work, I'm going to be layering moves. Actually, this whole class I'm going to be layering on. So you have the choice of where you need. Remember that every day is different. So keeping those abs pulled in towards the spine, the rib cage is connected, trying to find your balance on this ball. We're going to go for 4 more here. For 2. On this last one, keep your arms by your sides. We're going to come into single leg stretch, so extend the right leg long. Bring it back, extend the left leg long. Option 1 is to stay here with your arms resting on the carriage or reaching long by your sides. Option 2 is bring the arms to the clouds and hold them there. So wherever you may be, reaching that leg long over the foot bar, pulling those abs in, using those obliques to pull that leg back in. We have 4, 3, 2, last one, put the legs together. Now the arms come down by your sides, legs come to 45 is your second option, or they stay in table. Coming in for our tricep presses, we're going to bend at the elbow, resist it long. So again, your legs can be in table for option 1, where we did with the first set. Second set, option 2 is legs can be at 45. Arms are reaching long. Really reaching those toes across that foot bar, keeping those abs pulled in. We have 4, 3, 2. Next one here, arms stay straight, legs come back up to the clouds. Option 1, arms stay by your side, coming into double leg lower lift. So you're lowering the legs and lifting the legs. Lowering and lifting. Option 2, arms come to the clouds to make it more difficult. So wherever you may be, pick your choice. Stabilizing through the core. We have 3, 2, last one, legs stay up to the clouds, arms come down by your side. I'm gonna drop my right leg down, left leg staying up to the clouds, arms are by my sides, coming into circles. I'm gonna open up to a T, bring my arms up to the clouds, push it down. So just holding my legs long, reaching my bottom leg out, stabilizing with my core, feeling those little core muscles activate deeper to try to stabilize. Reach those legs long. We got 4, 3, 2, last one. Arms stay by your side, legs come up to the clouds. Left leg gets lowered, right leg stays up to the clouds. You're gonna open your arms out to the T first. Bring them up to the clouds, push them down. Control those circles. Stabilize with your core. Last 3. Last one here. When your arms come up to the clouds, bring the legs together, bend your knees, and carefully find that foot bar. Go ahead, you can take that ball out, place it in between your legs, carefully hang up those straps. Again, reach behind you, give yourself a spine twist if needed. And then once you're ready, we are coming up off the reformer, making a few changes. All right, I am gonna change my springs down to 1 blue spring. I am also gonna be knocking down my foot bar. So my foot bar is gonna come down to a lower position. It doesn't have to come all the way down. Ball is just gonna come to my headrest for now. I am gonna be taking this box, and this box is gonna come in between my platform and my carriage. Now, if you have a reformer that you cannot put your box flat, your box may be on an angle, and you can do this with your box on that angle. So you just drop your foot bar all the way down. We're on that 1 blue spring. We're gonna come kneeling onto that carriage. Our ball is coming in between our knees, and you have the choice whether you want to keep your elbows down or you want to come onto your wrist. I'm going to start on my elbows, and then I'll change as I need. Shoulders are backing down. We're going to start with those knee hovers. So that ball is in between your knees here. You're going to gently squeeze that ball, and from here you're going to lift those knees. Now you have those knees lifted. Now you're going to squeeze the ball for 3, 2, 1. Extend the carriage out and bring yourself in. Again, for 3, 2, 1. Extend yourself out. Bring yourself in. 3, 2, 1. Keep those abs pulled in. Extend that weight to your heels and bring it in. Extend it out. In. Now you can be taking a rest in between, bringing your knees down. Again, you do what works for you. We have 3 more. For 2. And last one. 3 pulses. Extend it out, bring it in, and place those knees on down. Go ahead, drop your knees underneath your hips, bring your hands to the box, and come into a child's pose for a moment. All right, closing that carriage back towards, ball can just come over to the side for a second. Don't need it here. We're gonna come into a set of push-ups. So option one, you come onto your knees, you come into your set of push-ups. So from here, you're gonna come down, extend it up. Option two, gotta get my ball out of the way. You come up on your toes and come into a set of push-ups. We're going for 10. So remember, you can be on your knees, you can be far away on your toes. Choice is yours. We have 4, only set of push-ups we're doing today. 3, you got 2 more. 2 and 1. Go ahead, take a knee, drop the other one, and sit yourself back into child's pose. Take a rest here. Catch your breath. And then you are going to go ahead and find your ball. We're going to come over to our planking side planks. I'm going to give you 2 options here as well. First option is your knees are going to come onto the carriage, elbow. My right elbow is coming down. I'm facing you first. Ball is going to come into your knees. You're strong out of your side body. Finding that long plank from your knees to the crown of your head. You're going to push yourself out. We're going to move ourselves from the shoulders and pull ourselves in. Press it out and in. So you're trying to keep those obliques up, not dumping into that shoulder. We have 4, 3. Now option 2, you're going to take your ball out. Right foot's going to come to, top foot's going to come to the front shoulder block. Bottom foot's going to come to the left. Ball comes by your side. Push out from the shoulder and bring it in. 5 more, wherever you are. Last 2. Last 1. You're going to find yourself over the shoulder. Now the carriage doesn't move. Arm comes up, shoulder doesn't move, sorry. You're going to thread the needle and bring it up. Thread the needle and up. Thread and up. I'm going to do 2 more like this, and then I'll go modified. Modified is your knees are like this, and you're threading the needle. So choose where you need to be for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Bring yourself in. Take that ball out towards the box and drop into that child's pose for a moment before we go over to the other side. All right, let's catch our breath. Send those shoulders back and down. We have the other side to do. Arm is coming to that forearm. I'm going to find myself modified first. So I'm finding that long line from my knees, tucking my tailbone ever so slightly, pushing out of this arm, not letting it dump. Hands by your hips. We're going to move from the shoulders. So you're pushing it out and you're pulling it in. We're doing 10 in each set. So I am splitting them, 5 modified, 5 long, but you do what works for you. I have 1 more in modified. Then I'm going to come in. I'm going to grab my top foot's going to the front shoulder block. My back foot's going to the back. Ball's just holding by my side. Pushing out. Reaching that arm long, pulling those obliques in. One more here. This time you're going to hold yourself up. We're not moving from the shoulder. We're threading the needle. So you can go back to modified or come up. I'm going to stay here for 3 more. And then I'm going to go into modified, trying to bring those obliques up and under as I come up. 1 more. And reach. I'm dropping my knee, bringing my knees together. I'm going to switch to modified for the last 5. For 2 and 1. Go ahead. Back to the center. Take that ball on out and drop your knees for a moment. Come in to that big child's pose. Drop the chest. If you need to stretch a little bit deeper through your shoulders, try to drop those shoulders down and back. Take 2 more breaths. And then you can slowly bring that carriage in. All right, we are going to turn around. We are going to sit on that box. So even if your box is slanted, you can sit on it. Your feet are coming to the shoulder blocks here. And we are going to slide our bottoms to the carriage mat. Now my ball is coming in between my inner thighs. I'm going to go ahead, lie myself back. I'm going to open up my chest, and my hands can either come around the box, behind the box, or I like to take my hands and hold on to the foot bar. Now your hips are trying to touch the ground. The ball is in between your inner thighs. We're going to just begin with hip lifts here. Feet are planted on the carriage mat. So first set, take a big deep inhale. Exhale, I want you to hinge the hips, lift them up to the clouds, and hinge them down. Now be mindful, your bottom may not get all the way to the carriage mat, and you may need to adjust your body just a little bit to see what works for you. So really thinking about coming into that back extension and then squeezing those hips up high. Squeeze the glutes and lift. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, drop those hips. Option 2, we're going to go ahead, bring our heels onto top of the shoulder blocks. Now you have the choice. You can stay with your heels on the carriage, or for a little bit more, you come with your heels to the shoulder blocks. We're going to go ahead, we're going to lift our hips. You're going to find yourself in that hinge position. Make any adjustments that you may need. We're going to squeeze that ball. You're extending those legs out. Now I want you to lift the hips, pull the carriage in as the hips come high. Tap the box, push it out. So really pulling in that carriage, resisting those springs. Really feeling those hamstrings work here. Ball is just trying to get your legs to move together. We're going for 4, 3, keep those hips high. Hamstrings should be talking. 2, last 1. Can you bring it in, halfway in? Just give me little pulses, in and out. Yes, in and out. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that carriage all the way in. Go ahead, sit those hips down for a moment. Option to take the ball out or opt to keep the ball here. I'm going to keep the ball here. We're going to come into a variation of semicircles. So adjust yourself on the box if you may need. We're going to take an inhale, draw those abs in, lift the hips up high. Extend the carriage out. I want you to drop the hips and bring them in. Again, lift the hips, extend it out, drop the hips, and pull it in. We have 3 more in this direction. Squeezing that ball, connecting everything to work together. This will be the last one in this direction. Lift the hips. Now hold the hips up high. You're going to drop the hips first. Push the carriage out. Lift up, up, up. Bring the heels to the glutes. Drop. Push away. Lift. Bring the heels towards the glutes. We have 4 more. For 3, 2, last one here. Lift those hips and bring it in. Carefully place one foot down. Take the ball out. Now carefully, to get out of this, drop your hips all the way. Hold on to the wood and carefully pull yourself up. Take that ball out. Take that ball in between and just allow yourself to come into a little bit of flexion here. Just taking a moment, relaxing that back. All right, and when you're ready, we're slowly going to come on up. We are done with the ball. You can go ahead, place the ball out of your way. We are done with it for now. I am going to go ahead and grab my right strap. My right strap is in my hand, and I am carefully going to come back and sit on my box. Now, my feet are going to reach, my feet are just going to be placed on the sides of the carriage mat, so they're not stopping the carriage from moving. I am going to be grabbing my short loop, and I'm in the opposite arm. So I have my right strap to my left arm. I'm going to begin with a low row. So I'm just going to pull my elbow in towards my waist, and I'm going to rotate my wrist up as I come in, rotate it back down, and release it. So low row with rotation, sitting up nice and tall over those sitting bones. Remember, your feet are away onto your rail so your carriage can move freely back and forth. Just reaching those arms long. Just want to get a little more arm work in before we move the box into its next position. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, let that arm come long, and you can carefully reach over and hang that strap up. Do the same thing on the other side. I'm now grabbing my left strap. Feet are going back onto the wood rails. My left strap is coming into my right arm, sitting up nice and tall. Abs are pulled in, neck is nice and long. Pull in for that low row with rotation. We're rotating the arm, not the waist today. So really feeling that low row, trying to stay over those sitting bones. Keeping those abs pulled in. The only thing that's moving is your arm and your shoulder. Back staying strong. For 3, 2, and last 1. Go ahead. You can carefully reach over, hang that strap on up. We're going to stay on our box. Now your feet can stay slightly bent, and you can sit your bottom back onto the carriage mat. We're going to do some tricep dips here. So feet are on the carriage mat for option 1. You're gonna send those shoulders back, draw those abdominals in. You're gonna lift yourself up. So you can bend your elbows back, tap the mat, and come out. If you want a little bit more, you can bring the feet out and lift. So you choose what works. If you want even more, the feet can come to the shoulder blocks. You extend the legs out and you come into a tricep. I'm gonna choose this option. We're going for 8, 7, 6. Stay strong, whichever option you're in, getting that arm work in. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, lift yourself up, and you can sit yourself carefully on that box. Go ahead, roll those shoulders, drop one, and then again with the other one. All right, we're gonna come up off that box. That box is now, carefully take it off your carriage. Watch that it doesn't get caught. You're gonna take that box. That box is now coming up against your shoulder blocks. I am gonna be lifting my foot bar back up. Just one click. I like mine a little down for this. If you feel like you need more help, you can lift it into its normal position. We're gonna put all of our springs on just so our carriage stays steady. We're gonna come into some full body work here. Hands are onto the foot bar. My foot closest to the box, so that is my left foot, is coming on to the carriage mat, and this is where it's staying. Hands are on the foot bar and the box. We're coming to 1-minute step-ups. Have my timer here, and we will begin. So we're stepping up and stepping down. Now remember, you have the arms, you have the foot bar to help you. So you choose which way you want to come up and down. Remember, this is all about full body work, coming up and down. Use the bars to hold on. I'm going to give you another option that is a little bit more difficult, 30 seconds in. So I have 2 more just like this, and then we're at the halfway mark. Next option, I'm going to reach over. I'm going to come up, and then I'm going to bend this knee, tap it down, and lift. Down and lift. So instead of coming all the way up and down, I'm just bending that standing leg, lowering and lifting the leg behind me, tapping the floor. So really getting that quad work in, really squeezing. We have 2, and we are done. Step it down. All right, next set is we're coming into curtsy lunges. So I'm standing on to the carriage mat. My free leg, my left leg is still my working leg. My right leg is coming in, I'm bending it. Now I'm gonna squeeze it, tap the box, and lift. Squeeze and tap, and lift. Working in to that lower body, squeeze and lift. So you're crossing a curtsy lunge behind you, tapping it to the corner of that box. You are holding on here for safety. Breathe it out. We have 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 5. Can you keep those abs pulled in? Are you getting deeper in that seat? Last one. And carefully step it down onto the floor. Go ahead, shake that leg out for a moment. And now I am taking off all of my springs except for 1 red and 1 yellow. So that is 1 heavy and 1 medium. I am gonna stand up onto the carriage, and my other foot is gonna stand onto the platform. We're gonna come into squats. So your bar can be in between your legs, or it can be supporting you. You can be holding on to it. Draw those abdominals in. We're gonna squat it down. We're gonna push the carriage out a little bit heavier. You're gonna bring it in and you're gonna stand it up. So squat, press out, in, and stand. Squat, out, in, and stand. Make sure you're getting that weight over your seat. You're trying to keep those knees in line with those ankles. Full body work. Making each and every repetition better than the one before. For 4, 3, 2, 1 more here. When you come back in for that squat, stand it on up. Just your platform leg is going to bend and extend. Your carriage leg stays straight. So now, working on that stability, trying to get down and deep. Try to sit that bottom back. Keep those abs pulled in, shoulders back and down. Yes, reach it long. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, grand finale here. Press it down, hold it down. Can you bring this leg in and out for 9? Keep it down, 8, 7, 6, you got this, stay strong, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, stand it on up. Woo! Carefully hold on to that box and that foot bar and step yourself down. Go ahead, shake those legs out. And we are going to be adding all of those springs back on. We have to do everything over on the other side. So I am coming away with my back towards you this time. My timer is here. We're going to begin with those step ups. So timer begins now, inside foot to the box. Remember, make it a full step up. Hold on. You know what's coming now, so you know how much work to give it. That stabilizing leg is so just coming with that complete step up right now. I'm going to go to that harder step up where I'm going to keep my leg, tap the floor, and lift. So now it's just my carriage leg, bending and lifting, not releasing any weight, tapping and lifting. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it on down. Shake it out for a moment. We're going to take it up. You're going to hold the bar into the box. Free leg is bending, standing leg, small bend in it. You're taking the knee, tapping it towards the box and lifting. Tapping towards the box, lifting. Coming in for that curtsy lunge, crossing and lift. Remember, you can let go a little bit, unless my balance is not that good, so I'm not attempting to let go. You do you. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, step it down, woo, and shake it on out. This is where we're going to change. I am taking everything off except 1 heavy, which is 1 red, and 1 yellow, which is 1 light on my carriage. Carefully, I'm going to step up onto the carriage first, And then actually you're supposed to step up onto the platform first and then to the carriage, sorry. All right, standing up nice and tall. We're gonna start with that squat. So abs pulled in, shoulders back and down. Come into that squat, push it out, bring it in, stand it up. Down, out, in. Think about sending that booty back, sitting down into that squat. Push it out and in and up. 5 more. For 3, 2, last one. You're gonna push it out and in. Now print that leg out. It's just your platform leg. Bending and straightening. Bending it out and in. Send the booty back. Get deep into it. Hinge at the hip. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, grand finale. Stay down. Pull it in and out. In and out. We have 8. You got this. Stay strong. 4, 3. Can you sit it lower? 2, and 1. Bring it all the way in. Bring your hands to the box and the foot bar. Carefully take your foot off the carriage first. Sit it on, step it down, and then come off the carriage. Go ahead, roll those shoulders. Take a moment. We are gonna go have a seat on our box, now facing our foot bar. I'm gonna take that one light spring off, so I am just on one heavy spring. I am gonna reach behind me and grab my straps. I am grabbing my short loops. From here, I'm gonna sit up nice and tall. Shoulders are back and down, sitting up over those sitting bones. I'm gonna come in for a serve a tray, pressing those arms out long, resisting it back in. So just allowing your body to catch your breath. Maybe you're breaking a little bit of a sweat. We're going for 4, 3, 2, 1. Next time the arms come in, flip the palms, coming in for a double chest press. Reach it out. Try not to pop through the chest. You can drop those straps. For 4, 3, 2, last one. When the arms come by your side, hold them there. Relax those shoulders. Last set, bring the arms up and around over the head. Hands come into a diamond. Hinge yourself over. Let's go ahead, come in for that tricep. Resist it. Up. Bend the elbows and remember, if you find this too heavy, use both hands together. We're going for 5. Keep those abs pulled in, long line from the tailbone to the crown of your head. Last 2. Last one. When those arms are up, go ahead, bring them out and around. You can carefully hang those straps up. We are going to be coming off our box. We are finished with our box. We are coming to the end of our workout, so this box can come down on the floor. I'm going to lift my headrest back up. I am going to add that blue spring, medium spring back on to my heavy. Lie myself down. Coming to my class, we're going to come into some that long loop over your foot or at the top of the arch of your foot connecting to the ball, wherever you prefer it. Arms in that Pilates V. From here, you're going to pull midline away. So pushing and pulling, resisting it back in. Heart rate should definitely be coming down back to normal. Squeezing those heels together. Last few minutes. Last 4. 2. On this next one, we're going to come into swimming frog, so pull your knees in. Now extend your legs out to the corners of the room. Sweep the heels together. Frog them in. Extend wide. Pull the heels down. Swimming frog. Really think about using those legs to get right in the center. Out to the side, pulling them together. We have 2 more in this direction. 1 more here. When those heels come into it, hold them. You're going to push them out. Now the legs come out. Bend the knees, heels together. Long line Pilates V. Open V. Heels come towards the midline. Straddle stretch. Heels together. Push. Straddle stretch. Heels. And 3 more. Last one here. Those legs long, float them up to the clouds, open up and around for your circles. We're going to in one direction, feeling the mobility in those hips really strong. 3, 2, 1. When those legs come to the clouds, let's push them down towards the foot bar, come out and around. Last 3. For 2. Next time those feet come up to the clouds, hold them there. Go ahead, find your feet back into Pilates V. Draw your knees in, your heels towards your midline, coming into that butterfly stretch. From here, go into a reclined butterfly. Just allow your arms to come down by your sides. Try to relax through those hips. Take a few deep breaths. Relax the tension through your shoulders. And then from here, bring your knees back to your chest. Slowly extend those legs towards the clouds 1 more time. Flex your toes towards your nose. Reach down, give yourself 1 final hamstring stretch. Carefully take 1 strap off. Find the foot bar, followed by the other strap. And once you are ready, come up off your reformer. And thank you so much for joining me for this full body workout. Like always, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And until next time, I'll meet you on the reformer. Bye.